lovely people. Today we're going to talk about variable substitution when we're working with equations and expressions. So let's dive in and I'll kind of explain what this variable substitution means. When we substitute in a variable, sometimes we're given what the variable equals within the expression. So this one says evaluate 2 and then parentheses 4 minus 8a over 5b plus 11. But it tells us that a is 5 and b is -1. When I substitute the variable into the expression, remember it's an expression because it does not have an equal sign, I literally, instead of writing the variable, will write the number. So instead of writing a, I'm going to write 5. And then I'm going to put that over 5 times -1 plus 11. And now I just have an order of operation problem, right? It's no longer kind of a crazy expression. It's just an order of operation problem. So I solve one thing at a time, one line at a time, right? So 8 times 5 is 40. So that's really 2 times 4 minus 40. I can solve that at the top, right? And then let's solve something in the bottom. 5 times -1 is -5 plus 11. And then I continue on, right? So 4 minus 40 is -36. So this is really 2 times -36. And then -5 plus 11 is +6. And now I just continue on with my order of operation problem. 2 times -36 is -72 over 6. And -72 divided by 6 is -12, right? So I can solve the expression or simplify that order of operation problem by substituting in the variable. You might be like, Miss Berger, that's crazy. That is so much work. And it is, right? It's an order of operation problem, but there is an easier way. Now, we all love that handy dandy Desmos calculator. So our answer was -12. Let's see if we can get that with that Desmos calculator using a little trick when it comes to variable substitution. So I'm going to type in the expression the way that I see it. I'm going to do 2, and then I'm going to divide it by, right? So that way I can have a top and a bottom. So it's 2 parentheses 4 minus 8a on the top, and then 5b plus 11 on the bottom. Then I hit enter to get a new line. Now I'm going to tell the calculator that a is 5 and b is -1. And look at there. You see how on the line that has the expression, it now says equals -12? Now it's an equation, and we have solved it. So it's equals -12, right? So that's my answer. My answer was -12. The calculator tells me it's -12. This was a ton of work. This seems super easy, right? But you can use the Desmos calculator. It's not cheating to use those tools, those resources, right? Just like a carpenter would use a hammer, a mathematician can use a calculator. So let's try this one using the calculator. I have x plus xy to the third power. All right, so now x equals -6, y equals -2. And just like that, my answer is 42, right? So I'm going to substitute the variable for the number that it tells me that it is, right? Variable substitution. You're plugging the number into the expression and then simplifying or solving, right? All right, so let's try one more. Now, this one's pretty crazy, and I want to show you this in the Desmos calculator because remember the Desmos does not like those brackets. So this has a bracket right here and a bracket right here. We're going to use a double parentheses. So stick with me for a second. This says P. Instead of the bracket, I'm going to do parentheses. Square root of 196. I have to take my little cursor out of the square root. Oops, but not out of the parentheses. Whoops, here we go. Minus S, parentheses, P plus 3. I'm going to close the little parentheses and then see the big one's kind of closed also. So we want to make sure we're not using the bracket, but you are using those parentheses. So I have P square root 196 minus S, P plus 3. So when I look, it says, what is the value of the following expression if P equals -3? R equals -5. Do we really care what R is? There's not an R in the expression, but whatever, I'll put it in there. And then S equals 8. And just like that, my answer is -42. So you can work out the problems longhand and make it just a kind of fun, long order of operation problems, or you can use your Desmos calculator and kind of do the little trick where we tell the calculator what the variables equal and it solves it for us, right? But it's okay because we're just using our tools. So let me know if you have any questions and I will talk to you later. Love ya. Bye.